Today we are having a fun race. It's just a build up to MNL3, which is the National League. That will be held on the 11th of July. We have about 15 participants who just want to come here and bash and have some fun. And we turn it into a race, so it becomes more competitive. So myself, today I'm using a Mugen MBX6. It's one of my favorite cars. I've tried a few, but it's pretty enjoyable. And what I love about this car is that it's tough. So it lasts the race, and it doesn't break easily. So hopefully we'll have a good and fun race coming up.
Alright, welcome to RC Connections Fun Race. This fun race are usually held every 2 to 3 months, just to keep our racers in tune and in practice. So that's Kelvin out there setting up his car. That's myself, our tools, my controller, and my buggies. Yep, that's my buggies. So moving on next, normally we will have some time by the organizers to warm up our vehicles, do some testing, tuning, and let me run you through the track. There's 2 tabletop jumps, followed by 3 small jumps. This is a very accurate jump that we need to do. Don't want to miss any time here. Powering up, we have a small slope there, and approaching the big jump. This is the biggest jump that we have on the track. Timing is crucial. Moving on next, we have 8 jumps here, small ones. If you do it right, you make up a lot of time. Moving on to the straights, and we come up to the 4 last jumps just before we make a hairpin. So normally what the players does is that they will run their cars, warm up their engines, and bring them in again to fine-tune the high and low end, just to make sure that they have enough performance for the entire race. Okay, that's Phil, my teammate, my pit crew, and she's been super helpful. She handles all the what's happening on the pits, from tuning of the car, refilling of the nitro, and of course helping to pick up my buggy when it turns upside down. Okay, what happens is during the RC race, players help each other to pit for each other. So normally what happens is between each other's races, we just help out to refill the cars and to pick up the cars if possible. It's a small and close-knitted community, and each one helps each other. So let's say, like for example, we had some problems with the starting line here, the timeline. So yeah, we chip in and put our strength together to fix this. So as you can see, we have from the top players with the hard workers. I think you can see probably more managers there than the workers themselves. But the most important thing is the job is done. I think that's the great thing about RC racing in Malaysia. Yeah, even if we're not working, we're sitting there and cheering our friends on. And yeah, after that, after the pits, what happens is we set up our car again. That's Mr. Koo. He's giving some instructions. Sometimes I think too much nitro, he kind of like lost some of his memory there. That's Kato-san pitching in on the moment with his team. And just to give you some feel of RC racing here, this is what too much nitro can do to you. Okay, for this race we have 3 qualifying sessions, or heats as we call it. For the fun race, we ran a time attack format. So in the time attack format, each driver is given, well, the track's open for 30-minute sessions for 3 times. And during these 30-minute sessions, we allow only 15 drivers on the stand each time. So drivers, after they finish 1 tank of fuel, are supposed to come down and refuel, and also to do their settings, and this gives other drivers some opportunity to play. Okay, so each driver will do their best to try to get the best times in this in the next 3 heats coming up. We are very lucky here. Our track principal, Alvin has worked very hard to get us good buggy marshals to help out and make sure that none of the drivers have to actually do some buggy marshalling work. So there he goes. That's my car. First round out in qualifying. Okay, as you can see today, a very dry track we have. Very dusty. A lot of loose pebbles or marbles on the track. So if you don't get the power right, don't get the right selection of tires, your car's going to be sliding all over the place. The hard track is also pretty strong on the car, so if you miss your jumps and land too hard, generally it does help it will contribute to the damage of your vehicle. So precision is definitely the order. Yep, that's Al Sun, looking good in his first heats. A lot of things which people don't realize is trying to go fast on a buggy track is actually more towards trying to get traction. What's important is to keep your car on the ground and to make sure that you are getting as much traction as possible.
Okay, we just finished first qualifying. Results should be out in a while. I think the best time was 42 by Eric Lim. Eric Lim is our current national champion, 2 years running, and he's now actually in first place, going for his third MNL. So all the best to him, but today I'm going to try for him.
Okay, then we were given 30 minutes after heat 1, and after that all players rush back to the bench, make sure their screws are tightened, clean up the buggy. The cleaning process is actually to find out for mistakes or breaks in the parts. Maybe change your tires, make sure that you have the right tires for the second heat onwards. Charge up your battery. People think cleaning the car is to make it look good, it's one of it. But the most important thing is while we clean the car, we also check for damages to the car.